Hey friends, Jessica Mason here with another episode of Sober Story. So something that addicts say all the time, and I use the term addicts as kind of an umbrella term. It can be alcoholics or even just an addictive personality that, deals with things through shopping or working out or compulsive eating, whatever. But a term that we use is that secrets keep us sick. And it's a slippery slope from not talking about what's going on in your life, keeping secrets, lying, to using whatever your drug of choice is. And early in my sobriety, right before my 2 year, I went to church with my then partner and took communion because it was the thing to do. It was Lutheran, not Catholic. And it was red wine. And they didn't say that one was one was the other. I was sitting next to kids. I mean, I assumed that if there was alcohol on the table that they would have mentioned the options. And it devastated me because I didn't want to have to reset my time, but I felt like it was no longer true when I said I haven't had a sip of alcohol since December 28th, 2015, right? And so I sat my family down, kids, mom, partner, and I said, look, this happened and I'm pretty devastated by it. So I need, as a group, for everybody close to me to understand that when I say I haven't had a sip of alcohol since this date, that there's an asterisk. And in the footnotes, there's today's issue. That we all know it happened, that we all accept that it happened, and we allow my sober date. We made a decision as a group to keep my sober date. That is the kind of brutal honesty that you have to have in sobriety. But that slippery slope, man, it's a bugger. Come on, Chunk. His name is actually Lebowski, but he's a chunk. Look at that chunk. Love this dog. And I feel really badass walking a dog this size. Like I feel like I'm walking around with the Peacemaker on my hip. Okay, so anyway, when you start keeping secrets, when you start being dishonest about your life, it leads to more dishonesty. That's why I did the video the other day about the BBL in Ecuador, because little by little, I stopped talking about what was going on in my life with harsh honesty. And when I got into my last relationship, I got sick within a week. And when I saw my doctors, they all asked me, what changed in your life at this point? When this happened, what changed? And I said nothing to every doctor. I didn't talk about it. I didn't admit it to even myself. But now that I am moving towards a healthier place in my life, we've also found out that being around that level of conflict gave my mom an ulcer. Being quarantined at my mom's house gave my mom an ulcer. A woman who deals with people's problems for a living. And I didn't talk about it. I said things like, it's not always easy, having some tough times. So I mentioned it very loosely so that I could still feel like I was being honest. But I wasn't. I wasn't even being honest with myself. Hi, buddy. Let's turn around. And so I'm trying to get back to the kind of honesty that keeps me sober. Because lately, I've been dealing with sobriety issues, and I thought it was because I was coming off the pain meds, but the truth is that the sobriety issues were coming from living inauthentically. And I didn't think I was, because I was being so brutally honest about so many things. But honesty isn't about extreme honesty in some areas and completely avoiding other areas altogether. So I'm trying to take a moral inventory, and I'm trying to look at my life as a whole and say, okay, so where are the leaks in this ship? Where am I not being honest about what what I'm going through. Because I have a couple things to offer this world, and I feel like prayers are answered through people. I believe that we each have something to contribute to this world. And if I were incredibly wealthy, I would be going around sprinkling that stuff like glitter. What I have is my story. That's what we all have, right? And through my story, I'm going to be as honest as I can, because I believe that that helps people. I believe that talking about this stuff gives permission to other people to either talk about it or to acknowledge it in their own lives, because it's not just that I wasn't talking about this stuff. I wasn't even acknowledging it was happening. I believed that I could love things right, and get healthy. And the truth was I was only getting sicker, and it wasn't for lack of trying on the physical side. I have been doing everything possible to try to get better, but I wasn't being honest about what got me there. So this is your cue to take a moral inventory of your life. What are you not being honest with yourself about? What should you be talking about that you're not? And how could your life be improved through being more clear-eyed about what it is right now? So I apologize again for the long video, but no, I don't. I meant every word, and they were all important words to say. But thanks for getting through it. That's what I have today.